Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IDXC Radio Podcast, full of fiend. It's our
Sorry,
money.
I knew.
It's all right.
I knew they were going to throw it on the intro, so I thought I had to do it once. I won't do it anymore. Sorry.
It's our Money in the Bank preview show. I'm Smoot, along with Chucks and Will. Bean's on assignment. He's also watching the show, but he's watching it with a friend. How you guys doing? We were 30 minutes away, actually, from the event starting, apparently. I think, right? Did I have that right?
Yep, we are. Yeah, you're right.
Christ.
Money in the bank. Money.
Yeah. They don't play that one.
They've got another one now. It's a bit weird. I don't like it. Bring back the money.
Yeah. Maybe it's too like Shane
Is that the
McMahon
new
coded.
one?
Yeah.
The new one is
Dunno.
oh god, I can't remember where it even goes. It's like a
I thought I had a copy of it, but I guess not.
I only remember the old money one.
The old one was the one that Trump used for his entrance music.
Yeah, that's the one.
Then there was it gotta get that money or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Remember that one? Anyway.
Yeah. Moving on. I just woke up. Apparently, worlds have collided. Did earlier.
Worlds have collided. That's right.
Yeah. How was the show? Well,
it was good. I didn't think I'd stick it out because I thought I'll pretty much start of it and then. I'm a really. This is gonna sound terrible. I'm not a good wrestling fan, as in, pure wrestling. I don't really. It doesn't enthrall me. I don't know. It just never has. Don't mind a good match, but you know what I mean. Every now and then, it's just...
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, obviously lucha libre, it's all that's what it kind of is, isn't it? Really, it's not very, not very WWE, is it? Let's be honest. So I thought I'm probably not going to.
Worlds were colliding.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, long story short, I actually did stick it out, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. The main event was brilliant. Chad Gable and is it Vikingo or Vikingo? How'd you say it?
I think it's Vikingo.
Vikingo.
Right.
I think that's how they refer to him in whatchamacallit? AEW.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to wake
really
up.
good.
Sorry.
Couple of little mistakes, but nothing major. We were saying to Chuck before because we were kind of looking at whether to see whether Gable would get injured or whether they would say he was injured or anything. So they could carry it over to El Grande Americano tonight. Towards the end of the match, they were saying his shoulder, he was favouring his shoulder, as they say.
Yeah.
But there was nothing, didn't seem anything major, so whether or not something gets mentioned, I don't know. But probably the big thing coming out of the show tonight for Money in the Bank, Dominic Mysterio was at ringside with Liv for the opener. And then at the end of the match, he got involved with Octagon, went over and had a bit of a sort of got his face a bit, and then they ended up throwing him in the ring. And then Dominic ran away, but then said, "I'll see you tonight at Money in the Bank," and they've made the match official for the title as well. So it's going to be Dominic versus Octagon Jr.
Apparently Fortnite did like a mid-season or not mid-season, a midday update to where it transitioned out of Star Wars and now into DC superheroes. And I want to do a quick check to see if the servers are up. So if you hear anything in the background, this is exciting for a wrestling prediction show to see if the Fortnite servers are working or not. Yeah. All right. It looks like everything's going well. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Um,
Should
so
we get
yeah,
into
no,
it?
it was. Yeah, I want to get into it. There's something else I was just going to mention. Oh, sorry. Yeah, before we do actually move on, this what's the woman who's sort of in charge of AAA? Do you know what her name is?
Off the top of my head, I do not.
She was all
No,
over
she
the
was.
WrestleMania pre-show. She was
Yeah,
she was at
she
the
was.
thing. That's annoying.
It's okay. You don't need. Yeah, it's alright. I just thought it would have been a nice bit of info because at the start of the show, sorry, they had them Triple H, Shawn Michaels, hair, and
Maricela Pena.
that's right, and some other guy from Triple A, and they were all in the ring, and then they did the Mexican national anthem and then the American national anthem, which was sung by Lillian Garcia. I'm trying to find the picture because it's great. There we go, I've got it. So there's a picture of Shawn Michaels without his hat on.
Oh God!
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh,
no!
no.
So, yeah. Now I don't want. I'm not having to go at the woman's hair because
Oh,
I'm not.
jeez. I don't like where
I
this is going.
don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember the when she was on the Mania stuff. That she's got strange hair, to say the least. Yeah. So this tweet basically says it all. Really, I don't know who's the tweet come from. Nobody would know. It's okay. We're gonna link it to the tweet anyway.
Okay.
Hang on. Sorry, Mike. There we go. Hold on. And yeah, it pretty much says it all.
You want me to put this up on the stream or?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
not
okay,
nothing
alright.
offensive, and it's just funny.
Alrighty. Just for the record, this is Will's doing.
Don't mind. I didn't make the tweet.
There you go. Looks like the lady on the right stole HBK's hair. Yeah.
Yeah, God, he looks old. He looks really
He
bad,
does,
doesn't
doesn't
he?
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see why he always keeps the hat on.
Yeah. That this person's not. They're not too far off. It does look like HBK's old hair. I have to say.
I think if you photoshopped that hair on, it would fit quite well.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been photoshopped onto her.
Yeah.
It does a bit.
It does look kind of stuck on, doesn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've navigated that as safely as possible. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Okay. Not as problematic as I thought.
The only other thing to mention about that show as well was commentary. It was Corey Graves and Conan.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Commentary.
Supposed to let
Which,
Conan back on.
Yeah. And he was pretty good actually. Yeah, he was.
Getting downgraded to NXT has its perks.
Graves did quite well, sort of introducing everyone, because obviously there was a lot of WWE fans who, like me, didn't have a clue who anybody was. So he did quite well introducing people, and Conan was there to, because obviously he knew who everybody was.
Yeah.
I was just they did a little sort of hype package of like the history of AAA, and they were Conan was featured in this, and he was really sort of complimentary about WWE and how they're taking Lucha Libre to the next level and stuff like that. And I just thought to myself, do you think he's going to be this complimentary in a couple of months' time when they rename AAA to NXT Mexico?
Yeah, that's a good point.
But he was good. It was a good show. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of rumour that JVL was going to turn up and do his anti-Mexican thing, but he didn't.
Why would he do that?
That's what he's been doing lately, and he did it the other week on the AAA show, didn't he? Turned up and said Mexicans a shithole or something.
Oh, what? Jesus.
He did actually say that. I'm actually quoting it. He did actually say that. But anyway, shall we jump on to what's coming up? Money in the Bank.
Yeah, I'm just checking out the
Yeah.
battle pass here as well. I don't think I have a scene set up here unless I actually cut to it. But apparently it's all like DC superhero themed. It's got like Superman.
Oh.
It's got like Superman and Robin and some other characters that they got like
Superman and Robin.
Yeah, like here. Okay, well, let's see if I can. Here.
Oh, Robin. That's a big drop off after Superman.
I know. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. It's just not gonna work. Let's see.
While you're doing that, I've just forgot to mention as well. I think I've got a new. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, here we go. Ta-da! Okay, so here's the battle pass. Here's Robin. You just get him immediately out of the way. And like, this is a different Superman that's already in the game. By the by,
Superman.
He looks like the guy that played Shazam.
He kind of does. Yeah.
I just
that's true.
I don't like it. Something about it is off, and I just don't like it.
And how much do you have to pay for that Superman?
He's this season's like surprise skin, if you will. He unlocks July 11th once you buy the pass. That's right. The crew pack. The crew pack for me is I think $12.50. Hit the first one. There you go. That's right. And they got these other like generic ones. This is like depressed Rango, or he's just on weed all the time.
Yeah,
that's special sort of animal.
She looks pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a chameleon sort of thing. She's pretty cool.
Funny you should mention it, actually. It's kind of linked. I've got a new favourite wrestler after tonight's Worlds Collide.
Oh, yeah? You do?
Mr. Iguana.
Mr. Iguana.
He has an iguana with him.
He has an iguana with him. It's amazing.
So yeah, there's a brief look at the pass.
I did see someone call him Green Dust, which is kind of funny.
Green.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, money, Mr. Iguana for WWE champion.
Hey, I'm all for it. Let's go. Should we get into the prediction game?
You need to get the clip up later if you can.
You got it.
Yeah.
The guy hitting the moves on him. It's great.
Jeez, okay. Sounds like I'm gonna either like it or really hate it.
Yeah.
I think you like it.
I think you like it. I think it's not bad. Wacky and Wild, he got injured, so they brought back Lindsay Dorado to fill his spot.
Yeah, they did.
That was a name. I totally forgot he was a thing.
He's a lucha thing.
He did a good lucha thing, yeah. All right. So let's do. It's a very short one. It'll be on in 20 minutes, so we better get through this quick. But it is short. Money. There you go. In the bank.
That was brilliant.
Let's do this one. No, not that one. Not that.
I think you might hear that tonight, actually, given all the rumors. Apparently so.
Oh, no. Is that just his song now?
Yeah, that's his theme. Yeah.
Oh god.
When is he due to appear on the DLC for 2K25? I'm sure he is.
Probably.
I'm sure that'll be his theme.
Can't get away from it.
The good thing is, though, that means you'll be able to use that music as your entrance for your creator wrestler, so I'm going to use that as my theme.
Trolling.
Damn!
Alright, let's do... Let's open with that match, because it's not for a title, and it's not for the briefcases. So...
Or any reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it's for nothing. It's a tag team match player. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, former tag team champions, versus Logan Paul Logan Paul and his tag partner.
And his name is John Cena.
I'm so glad that the volume has been adjusted on some of these.
Yeah, it's a good point. So I don't know if any of you seen, that's what you would have done, the end of SmackDown last night?
No, I couldn't catch up with everything. Apparently I was 2 episodes behind on Dynamite, so I had a lot of
really?
that to watch today.
Oh god, yeah, don't. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Don't even get me started. Fighter Fest was such a fucking disaster for me.
I've only seen the first. I saw the Dynamite bit, not the Collision bit.
Well, this is what
You're not missing much.
I figured that would be, yeah. There wasn't much on the Dynamite half.
They owe me 2 hours.
That's my thumbs down. If we have time to,
We'll have time to it.
it's not so much AW, but ITV. But we'll get to that later.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Tag match.
so
I've
yeah.
got Cody and Jay, former tag champions. Of course they're going to win.
Just a quick rundown. Sorry, what happened last night? So they had a sort of face-to-face between Jay and Cody and Logan and Cena. It ended in a bit of a brawl between the 4 of them, and then I just don't get what they were trying to do because I can't find the better picture, but that's how it ended. Quite good with this. That image has got the subtitles on, which is quite funny, but that's how it ended, with Logan holding the world title up with Cena.
Yeah.
I don't understand because Logan's not even involved. He's not in the and Jay's not even defending the title tonight. He's defending it on Raw on Monday against Gunther.
Against Gunther. Yeah.
That's a real bad take, by the way.
Has the potential.
Well, but this is what they're getting at, though.
something
This
that don't
is what they're saying. This is Cena is basically saying this is what's going to happen. That Logan's going to win the world title, and then he's gonna basically be him from then on. So I get that point of it, but I just don't get why they did this last night. It was just, it's not as if right now, because Logan's not even in the Money in the Bank match.
No, he
It's not even
was the last challenger, wasn't he? He had him at whatever Saturday night's main event. So I guess he just thinks he's still in the title scene, which
That doesn't work for me, brother.
You got that right.
Well, I mean, in theory, right now, Logan Paul's got no claim to the title at all. He lost his last match, and
Good. Let's say that way.
there is
so did
something
Gunther. I
coming
don't know
up.
how Gunther's got another match.
Yeah, I'll do that as well. Yeah.
You just ask. You'd say I'm next in line and
Just
you
ask.
start.
Yeah. It's like when you just declare yourself for the Royal Rumble.
I'm going for Cody and Jay.
I'm in. Yeah,
I'm going for Cody and Jay here.
that works.
Yeah,
Sometimes
me
you
too.
just show up backstage.
You do?
Um,
Yeah.
Someone gets injured, you're up. Done.
Mm.
I think there's so many guys on the roster, you'd find someone else that could do it, but no, that's your speed. You're out.
Just happen to be in the right room, yeah. That's what,
Yeah, it's in the same room as Triple H, and anything can happen.
Yeah. There's something coming up. We'll get to that in a minute, but there's something coming up that possibly might get Logan Paul back in the title picture.
Oh God, why?
But not Money in the Bank.
Not Money in the Bank, no. Oh,
Jesus.
Thought I was going to pause it and I just played it again. So, what? Everyone's got Cody, Jay, except for Beans, who thinks Cena and Logan are going to win, even though they came out on top on the SmackDown Brawl.
there was a cool bit at the end of that last night. So we've not covered yet, which we probably will. Obviously, we haven't been on air since it happened, but R-Truth.
Yeah, last week we were talking about.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah, but
Unless
he
he's
got.
done something else.
No, he got.
That's another bit of news.
No, he got shit canned after we got. After we went off the air, the following day.
Didn't
I thought
we
we
just
talked about that.
No.
Did we just talk about the other firings? The
Yeah.
last ones with Braun Strowman and whoever. Okay.
So obviously, Truth has been released to the dislike of everybody, pretty much. At the end of SmackDown last night, when these two were in the ring holding one person's title and the other one that wasn't his, they were all chanting, "We want truth," very loudly, and then must admit it was quite clever. Cena got on the mic, turned around and said, "You want the truth? You can't handle the truth." And he said, "You want our truth." He went, "Our truth is that I'm gonna be ruining wrestling," or something like that. He was turning it around as well.
See, that's the doofy Cena antics.
It's pretty doofy.
That we don't need or want in the heel run.
I kind of liked it because he was kind of thinking on the fly, really. But
I mean, yeah, he's trying to reel the crowd back in. I get it, but like.
But apparently, I know we haven't got much time we'll get into it in a second. But apparently, the whole what I read this week, the truth thing was that they were going to release him last year. But apparently it was Nick Khan said they'd just keep him on and let his contract expire.
Burn the books, Nick Khan.
Once Cena got wind of this, that basically they were going to be letting him go, he asked for the match at Saturday Night's Main Event. He wanted the match with him.
Yeah.
They kind of had to do it. Truth's been talking about Cena as being his childhood hero for years.
Yeah.
Maybe about 10 years now. Like, they have to do it at some point. Yeah,
but it was kind of like Cena's way of like thanking him, giving him his sort of his last way out. He wouldn't have got one otherwise, let's be honest.
As well as wasting one of those contracted dates.
Well, yeah. Think of the positive, Smooth.
Beans is the only one that's going separate here.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. What does he know? His inside sources are telling him something. Let's move over to Becky Hogan winning the IC title from Lyra Valkyria.
Well, it has a unique stipulation here.
Yeah, so this is a last chance match. If Becky loses, she can't challenge Lyra again, which seems fair because she's already had. This will be a second shot. If Lyra wins, she has to raise Becky's hand and acknowledge. Oh, I've got one for that. I got that.
Acknowledge me.
There you go. And acknowledge Becky as the better woman. That's what I think's going to happen.
What, is she going to acknowledge him as the better woman? Acknowledge her as the better woman?
Yeah, basically. Becky wins. I thought it still feels too soon for Lyra to lose it, but actually she won it in January. It's been 5 months.
Becky lost.
Seems about right.
Becky lost the previous one, right?
No. She what?
Becky lost the previous one, right?
They had a match, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's got to be big match Becky here.
Big match Bex.
Yeah, I want to go Becky, I think.
Beans did 2, so that's a full house. Men's IC then. Dom Mysterio, Dirty Dom, has a last-minute match here against Octagon Jr. So worlds are still colliding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is going to be in a square ring, not an octagon or hexagon ring.
Yeah.
So going off of that alone, Dom, because he's a square.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, I thought they might have used the octagon over hexagon.
Did they not do that?
Tonight.
Oh.
No. It was all very WWE.
There you go. Square as the ring.
Yeah, Dom's winning, I think.
Dom's winning, I think. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Even though he doesn't have Carlito to help him out because he was also cut. at the same time, or not
Sure.
renewed at the same time as Truth.
I'm sorry, but like, if you're not gonna give Carlito his old music, then what the fuck is the point of bringing him back in the first place? It's me,
True. It's me.
Carlito. It's me.
Wasn't
Like
late.
what?
Both of those guys, Carlito and R-Truth, they were the guys who had the funny line on the show each week. They would say something funny in a backstage segment, and that would just be like, there you go, there's the humor on Raw this week. And now they've got rid of both of them at the same time. There's no funny guy anymore. It's all a bit serious.
There's a bit, yeah.
Maybe that'll be a thumbs down one of these days. Okay, so
I did
Dom
see an
wins
interesting
the agreement.
theory. Sorry.
Oh.
Interesting theory about
Is
the
that
whole
Austin
Truth
Theory's
thing.
brother?
It's not, no. Sorry. So obviously they released R-Truth. Apparently I was reading something today about the serious interest in TNA giving him an offer.
Yeah, that's funny.
Come to TNA.
That's kind of backdoor back into the company.
So, is this some sort of weird plan? You know, they get rid of the guy. They don't have to pay him anymore. The other company hires him, and then they still get to use him.
Yeah.
That it could
I
be.
don't know that they would have to do that, would they? If his contract's up, couldn't they just do that? Do they have to be all sneaky about it?
Well, are they being sneaky? They're not being sneaky, are they? Really? They've announced he's gone. Oh, he's going, isn't he? His contract
Well,
ends.
I suppose they haven't actually announced that they've bought TNA yet, have they?
That's what I mean. The other company is Anthem, is it? They're going to be paying him
Yeah.
if he does go there. And then
It's money.
I was talking with a friend though during the week about this. We did have an idea that he should go to AEW and then still think he's in WWE.
Yeah.
And just like see all the ex-WWE people and still think he's backstage at Raw. And like ask Ricochet how his interview's getting on and things like that. You know?
Well, he could do that in TNA. He can go meet Dolph Ziggler and.
Well, yeah,
actually
he could
stick
do
to him
that.
and- my bad. That's on me.
Have him start Dynamite welcoming everyone to Raw or something.
God.
Right, we've only got 5 minutes. Let's get the Money in the Bank's done. The women's Money in the Bank has Julia, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vaquer, Roxanne Perez, and Alexa Bliss. This is a tough one.
Beans
Let's
has
see
gone
what
with
has Beans.
Roxanne.
Beans gone with Roxanne.
Oh. They're on the red light.
Hey.
I'm gonna go with Stephanie Vaquer.
I was thinking that too.
She
could
seems
go
to be the
any one
The,
of these guys.
flavour of the month right now. In
Chuck's
fact, she's already had a match today. She had a match on Worlds Collide.
Oh, really?
She had a match last night on SmackDown. Now she's going to be having 2 matches today.
Did she wrestle on Raw as well?
I think she did, yeah.
Damn. Getting the money's worth out of her.
Honey, again?
Money. Yeah, so she wrestled on Raw, beating Ivy Nile and Liv Morgan to get into this match here. Won a six person tag, Alexa and Rhea and Stephanie beating the other 3, and then won earlier tonight and one later tonight. Yeah, that's 4 matches in the week.
What you got?
Busy.
I was thinking Stephanie Vaquer as well. You know what? Just for funsies though, I'm gonna change it just to be different.
Okay.
Naomi, who normally I wouldn't go with ever, but she has got she does wear police tape now, so
Caution.
Those
I've got to proceed with caution.
What's the moniker with that? I forget. Proceed with caution? Yeah, fuck that. Okay, yeah, no. My pick is Ripley. Rhea Ripley.
Okay, good. We've all gone different. That's good. That's fun.
Cool.
Can we do it again with the men's Money in the Bank? Beans has gone with Solo Sikoa. Does anyone want LA Knight?
No.
No. Dummy. Penta, maybe. Outside shot, maybe. I'm taking Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that seems like the odds-on favorite here.
There's also Andrade and El Grande Americano in his first match of the night.
With possibly a bum shoulder.
Maybe. I mean, it'd be a coincidence, but maybe.
Yeah.
Will, who you got? I'm going Rollins.
Yeah, I don't know.
Andrade, and it's definitely Andrade. I think that's who you want to go with.
Seth Rollins just seems to be the obvious choice.
Money in the bank, not money in the Charlotte's bank.
She's got to have more money than Andrade, surely.
Probably.
She's probably paying him alimony.
Yeah.
Who's Victor Solomon?
Who?
Victor Solomon. Do you know who he is?
What the fuck is that?
Sorry.
Is that your pick,
So
Victor?
No. It's just he's in the ring on Money in the Bank pre-show doing something. He's singing the anthem.
Oh, he's a singer guy. Yeah.
Sorry, just distracting me.
He's an international performing artist. He's a guy.
It's gonna be Seth Rollins.
Alright, Rollins, okay. Okay. Alrighty.
It's gonna be Rollins.
Because Rollins has got that group going on, right? Where he's like recruiting all sorts of people.
Yeah.
Does indeed.
They're the future, apparently. He has to lead us all into the future.
Okay. There you go.
Kind of a perfect match for him, right? He can just bring all three of his guys down to the ring.
That's what you're thinking.
They can just steamroll everyone.
Maybe Beans is thinking like the Jeff Cobb route. What's his name? JC something or other?
JC Mateo.
Oh,
JC Mateo's going to do
that.
the same thing. It's going to be Rollins' future guys in the new bloodline.
I'm not calling him that, for the record.
I did see an absolutely horrible theory on Twitter today, and it
Is
do
that
this.
Austin Theory's other brother?
It's not. Do you remember? I can't remember exactly when it was. It was a few years ago. Remember when Brock Lesnar just randomly turned up at the end and won Money in the Bank?
Oh yeah.
That was so bad.
Can you imagine? Right, picture the scene. Money in the Bank match tonight. Right in the middle of the match, this happens. He comes down and picks the case up,
Yeah.
and then the internet explodes.
Definitely. Let's do it.
Money. Alright, let's get to the thumbs here, since I didn't take too much
Thumbs.
time.
Thumbs.
I'm gonna go straight in. Well, it's on my mind. ITV's scheduling of AEW. It's atrocious.
It's still on at like 2 a.m. or something ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, for the past
really
couple
late in
of
the
weeks, it's. I mean, bear in mind this is the first showing, so it's not even a replay or anything like that. So it's brand new programming, and it's the first showing. The last week it was on after a showing of Mission Impossible.
Which one?
Both of them, because it was 2 weeks in a row, 1 and 2. Which meant it didn't actually start until 11:40.
Yeah.
God.
Which is just silly. This week took the biscuit for me because, as you will know, it was this 4-hour Fighter Fest extravaganza, and
Jesus.
they've decided to air it as 2 separate shows,
Yeah.
but in their
Yeah.
original time slots.
Yeah.
So Dynamite as it was, aired last night at about 20 past 11, something like that. We've now got to wait till Tuesday for the next half of that show.
Oh.
What's that all about?
Yeah, that's a good question. Supposedly, because of the Stanley Cup NHL playoffs and all that, that's why they had to do Dynamite and Collision back to back.
Oh, so that was going to be on, what, tonight, I guess? So they had to move tonight's Collision to Wednesday.
Right, yeah. Because, like, it was Dynamite Fighter Fest, and then it was Collision Fighter Fest.
Yeah.
They just labeled it as, like, a 4-hour block.
Yeah.
I don't really mind, not so much. It's, the 4-hour show, it's a, it's a bit of a unique thing to happen, Don't mind that, but it was just the way they've done it here. It's just silly.
I gotta struggle for a thumbs up here. Hold on. Christ.
This is an old one, but I've only just seen it this week. Where is our chat here? Right, that is my thumbs down for this week. It's ancient, but there you go. Play that clip for us.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
What's so bad about that? Hold on.
I don't think we've got long enough to go into what's wrong with that.
No.
Absolutely everything is wrong with that.
Only giving 5 big booms to that dude's. What did he say, uncle?
Deaf brother.
Oh, that dude's brother.
His brother passed away. He
Passing
gets
away.
5 big booms.
I hope it didn't
That's not how I want to be remembered.
I hope it didn't die in any sort of explosion.
Yeah. That would be catastrophic. Oh, man.
The multi-car pileup. Wow. My problem is not that he only gave him 5, by the way.
Wanted more.
That is funny, though. And I don't have an up. What should I give the... Should I give a thumbs up?
Mercedes Monet's steak?
She didn't eat it.
She had one bite of it during a side-by-side break.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the ITV fucked you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a thumbs up. It's literally just happened, but it was really good. The main event for Worlds Collide. Jack Gable versus Vikingo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which was for the Mega Championship, I believe it was. Not to be confused with the Mega Championship.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I'm giving Fyter Fest a thumbs down. It was mostly, like, full of, like, enhancement matches and whatnot. And, like, I didn't know about the Stanley Cup aspect of this, so when Ospreay started the show off and said that he would face, whoever it was, There's, like, this is the problem I have with Dynamite. There's, like, no fucking, like, stars other than, like, the usual faces, and they always face, like, nobodies or, like, enhancement guys. Like, you should be elevating the talent to be up to your level and whatnot. So whoever fucking Ospreay faced, he was like, I'll see you on the Collision tonight. And I was like, did you mean Dynamite? Like, what do you mean Collision? This is a Wednesday show. What are you doing? But no, that's when I that should have been my first clue. It would have been like a Dynamite Collision back-to-back sort of thing. But
aren't they doing it again next week?
Yeah, they are. It's summer blockbuster. I'm not watching it live. I'm gonna speed through it on delay. But like Ospreay hyped up like him going against Swerve and they like promoted it for next week instead of like the show that you're on right now. Like, it was so stupid. Yeah, you know what? Let's give a thumbs up to my feed was buffering for some reason. So at the time it froze on this face that Kenny Omega made. And I thought, that's kind of frightening and funny. I like it. So here, I didn't show it on the stream. There you go. Ta-da. Kenny Omega making a goofy face, and probably another one just so that it's not like a complete cop-out. Brody King getting busted open. Like, pretty much like almost the same spot that Josh Alexander got busted open on his forehead. Yeah, there you go. There's a brief look at it. Shades of the last week with Josh Alexander. So, there you go. What do you got for a thumbs up?
I'm looking at the top rated posts on Squared Circle this week, and it's just reposts of everyone saying how much they love Truth. It's just all about, like,
yeah.
There's the Ron Truth announcing it, there's Rhea Ripley saying heartbreaking, there's the whole talent saying it's total nonsense, there's John Cena, Kevin Owens, yeah. Oh, okay, here's a thumbs up. Brian Alvarez said this week,
Oh god.
I've been told that there might be other WWE departures as well, so this might not be the end. The Miz removing references to WWE from his social media would be a weird move to do if you're not being released. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Brian Alvarez hinting that maybe Miz is on the way out.
Please. Please let him be right. Please let him be right.
I would be blown away, but there you go. He's another guy who's over 40 and probably being paid quite a lot. He's never going to be a top guy again. I could see it.
Did you see the story? Apparently they're looking to renegotiate Roman's contract as well.
They haven't
Fewer
done
dates,
anything.
I guess.
Yeah, they haven't done anything with Roman in a hot minute, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Apparently he's on 50 million a year,
What the fuck?
and TKO don't want to pay him 50 million a year.
Yeah.
Why? He can
So,
still go. There's a pretty big fucking... Well played. There's a pretty big fucking difference between Miz and Roman Reigns. If Miz has, like, somewhere... anywhere near, like, 50 mil, then yeah, you should fucking renegotiate his contract to not pay him as much. That's the thing that I don't get.
He's going to be nowhere near that.
Right.
He's going to be on... He'll be in the millions. He might be 5 mil, but he's not going to be... You know, that's insane. He's not making top guy money. He's just making good money. He's been around for 20 years. Of course, he's making good money. And I think that's apparently the deal with our Truth as well. That he's been around so long. His contracts never get smaller, and they don't really use him very much. But surely you would negotiate his deal. Okay, our Truth, you're now 80 years old. You don't look it, sure, but you're not wrestling every week anymore. You wrestle a handful of times a year, but you're still funny. You can show up backstage and do it. Didn't they have guys like Ron Simmons who would show up and just say "damn"?
Yeah.
Damn. That's right.
Surely he could have that deal.
This is why I think there's something to that theory about them letting them go and then letting TNA pick them back up
For lesser cost, yeah.
Let Anthem pay them.
Yeah.
And then they still get, but then WWE can still use them on TV. Win-win for WWE.
Yeah, if it works out that way. Yeah, it totally is. Apparently, Karrion Kross's contract is expiring soon as well, and he hasn't been approached. That's crazy.
He cut that insane work shoot promo, and the fact that they haven't
on WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, and the fact that they haven't even capitalized on him doing that.
You know what he needs to do? He needs to copy Triple H's hairstyle. Show up, sidle up beside him, and be like, "Hey, you're not renewing my contract. You might want to think about that."
Yeah, please let the Miz leave if that actually is the case. Let Brian Alvarez be right for a change.
Leave the Miz alone.
No, he's
I'd love
gonna
to leave him
no,
alone. He
he's
can
gonna
go home.
he's
We'll
gonna
leave him alone. We'll never call on him again.
he's gonna host the reboot of American Gladiators, and he's probably gonna ruin it because he's nowhere. Like he did the same thing with like Wipeout back in the day or whatever, and like just sunset him, just let him go off into the sunset, let him just fall into obscurity, and that's the end of it.
That'll do. Could also do a thumbs up for Mariah May debuting in NXT. That came out of nowhere.
Oh, that's great. Did it though? I think everyone was kind of expecting it. So
Well, that she would show up sooner or later, but that was pretty quick.
Well, yeah, true. What's going to be a name though? Because they haven't actually called him Mariah May.
Mariah Jalaya.
Mary March.
Mary March. Yeah.
Actually, might be.
April Augustine.
So her actual name is Mariah May Mead.
Yeah.
So it could be like Mary Mead or something like that. Oh, apparently.
Yeah, they might stick with a tattoo on it. It's her actual name, isn't it?
I like Mariah. I like Mariah Jalaya because it has like Joey Samoa vibes to it.
Apparently, back in Stardom, she had an masked alter ego called Sexy Dynamite Princess.
Dynamite on a WWE show?
Sexy NXT Princess. That'll do.
There you go. That'll do.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No. What are we missing right now? What's happening at Money in the Bank?
The intros for the women's Money in the Bank.
I should have guessed that's what's starting the show off.
And they've got the fancy tables they had at WrestleMania.
Oh, somebody's going through one of them then.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, surely.
Also, do you remember when they're doing the show at the Intuit Dome?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did the first show on Netflix in this same arena. I remember seeing a video of this place. This one's got the LEDs on all the seats.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And I didn't think they used it at all on Raw on that first Raw. They did. It wasn't noticeable. But
they're sparkling now.
Yeah, they're really using it tonight. They didn't last time, but they're really using it now. Looks really cool. It's got that giant screen on the top, hasn't it? Right around the top.
Mm.
Also, speaking of money.
Money.
Thank you. The latest addition to the new sponsorship scheme, you know, let's put a sponsors thing on everything.
Yeah.
If you look at that photo I've just put in the chat, if you can see it, through. See that, Smith?
Yeah, I can see it. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Hey!
So we've got a Cash App on the briefcase and on the hanger.
They did that before. They've had something up there before.
They've done the briefcase one before, I remember that one.
I think they did on the little hanger gimmick as well. Oh,
was it the WWE logo? The carabiner?
Well, yeah, that's what it used to be. I'm sure they had something there last year. We're going to have to look this up.
Yeah.
Also,
do they have old pay-per-views on Netflix yet?
Some of them are there, yeah.
Some.
Sure. What's the myth though? I think Cash App's a really good sponsor for Money in the Bank. It's brilliant.
Yeah, that's genius.
That does make sense.
They did the new sponsored tables on SmackDown last night as well. The tables have got a Slim Jim sticker on the top of them. So yeah, that's a thing. Don't know if you can get a picture of that for you if you wanna.
Sure, yeah. I'll take it.
It was announced last week, wasn't it, that they were going to be doing this, but I didn't think they'd do it straight away. I'm just trying to find a picture.
Man,
You found it, no?
I'm so checked out.
With
I'm
what?
so sorry. I just everything. I'm just like, ugh, I'm like foggy headed. I've been drinking a bunch of tea. I'm trying to save my cash for some sodas. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks here.
There we go. It's not the best picture, but there's one picture.
I'll take anything. Okay.
There's the sort of aftermath picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, that's all right. I don't see why I don't see why they have to sponsor a table.
There's a better one. There's one either side of it, apparently.
Yeah. Do we really need sponsors on tables and weapons and whatnot?
Slim Jim do.
Well, Slim Jim's a great sponsor.
You can almost hear Michael Cole talking when someone goes through a table, and he says something like, "Oh, he went through that table." You can almost hear the cracking of the Slim Jim table.
Jesus.
You really snapped into that table.
Yeah.
Thumbs up to Michael Cole holding his bet on wearing a Pacers jersey because he picked it.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
Knicks.
Yeah. Summed up to him as well. Just been mentioned. Apparently tonight is his 28th anniversary in WWE.
Wow. That long, huh?
28 years. 28 years to the day.
It's a long ass time.
They're definitely using them LEDs better this time around. They're all green now. They look good.
Alrighty. Anything else? Can we get out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Alright. Money in the Bank is on the air, and we're gonna let you watch it. Join us next week. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that. We'll have hopefully Beans here. God, now I'm dying. My throat's closing up on me. We'll have the results and see who's the new leader in the prediction game, and whatever else happens with AEW Summer Blockbuster. Take care, everybody. We'll see you then.